Content management for a large college website such as yours can be challenging, but with the right tools and processes, content management can be simply executed and reach huge rewards for you, our client, and for all stakeholders at your college. The keys to effective content management are twofold. First, a robust and easy-to-use content management system, and second, content governance accomplished through rules established by stakeholders and carried out using content management system functionality. A number of robust, high-quality content management systems are on the market now. Most offer similar features and functions. We won't go into listing CMS makes, models, and features here, but will instead focus on implementing a minimalist content management approach developed by John Brunswick, Enterprise 2.0 Solution Consultant at Oracle Corporation. Regardless of which CMS you choose to buy or are already using, this minimalist approach to content management will help you use your CMS efficiently and effectively. More important, your college website will present current, relevant content that meets the information needs of your various website audiences. Brunswick content governance approach, adopted by our firm for its effectiveness and scalability, consists of these 4 phases: request, create, manage, and retire. In each phase, we ask why we would consider doing this, what the steps necessary are to make it happen, and what are the associated benefits and risks. For content governance to be successful, each phase must be carried out in full and in the order presented. And of course, you must have the buy-in of stakeholders, the decision makers at your college who determine the business strategy, goals, and objectives for the college site. Identify the stakeholders, obtain their approval for content governance, and then begin with the request phase. In the request phase, we determine whether a request to add new content to a website is sound. Vetting content before adding it to a website ensures that the content is owned and managed by an individual or a group within your organization, serves a business purpose, is supported by persons with the knowledge, skills, and availability to maintain the content for its anticipated life cycle, and meets success criteria for inclusion on your site. Why is it necessary to identify content owners? Without this information, it is impossible to track and manage content within the content management system. Content lacking an owner cannot be maintained, that is, updated or retired when necessary. Ownerless content grows stale on the website and clogs the content management system. It's easy to prevent this from happening by adding the content owner's name and group or department affiliation to content metadata. When it's time to run reports measuring success criteria, you can also pull up content owners' names. Owners of content failing to meet success criteria would be required to take down their content. Weeding out dated, irrelevant content makes it faster and easier to find content, thus enhancing the user experience. Why is it necessary to identify the business purpose? A sound business purpose justifies the addition of new content. Content that does not serve a business purpose should not be added to a site, and would not using an online form built into the CMS. The form collects information justifying the request. Upon submission, it is routed for approval. If the request is not justified, the content is not added. This ensures that only content relevant to users and meeting the business needs of your organization is included on your site. Why are education and resources necessary? Website content must be maintained to ensure that it is current and in working order, for example, for interactive content. Persons with knowledge and skills necessary to maintain content must be identified and their availability for the conceivable life of the content confirmed. Why are success criteria necessary? Establishing success criteria and then evaluating your website content based on these criteria tells you whether the content serves your users and your business purpose. Determining whether website content meets success criteria can be automated using programming logic that tells the CMS to remove content when success criteria are not met. These automated reviews can be set to occur periodically, minimizing governance overhead and maximizing the user experience with limited and therefore easy to find content that best meets users' needs. The Create phase is where CMS authors create website content. They use CMS features and functions to determine access to content and to assign workflow. Determining access means setting securities within the content management system to control who sees content. Reducing visibility means that users only see content that is relevant to them. This means users can find content more easily than they would if there were more content to search or navigate through. Workflow is assigned to content that requires human review as opposed to the periodic automated review that tests content against success criteria and removes content failing to meet those criteria. Through assigned workflow, content is routed through the CMS to content reviewers who may advise edits before content is released. Inheritance from parent folders within the content management system applies security, metadata, and workflow to all content within the folder, making human review of all content unnecessary. The Manage phase leverages content management system settings for metadata and security to run reports that determine whether content should stay or go. Reports identify content owners. If the content owner has moved to another position, content ownership is reassigned. Content may be archived or deleted if it is no longer useful. This phase should be carried out quarterly or as needed. It ensures that the website contains only current relevant content that is easy for users to find. In this phase, content that is no longer useful or relevant is archived or otherwise removed from the website. The Retire phase uses ownership metadata, success criteria, and the timestamp applied at content submission to use automated CMS processes to remove content. As you can see, these 4 phases, carried out with any enterprise content management system, will make it easy to manage content on your college website.